It's giving Ready Player One type vibes.
I was not expecting that. So Google DeepMind just launched Genie 3, which is a revolutionary video generation model that everyone on the internet is freaking out about for a lot of different reasons. And based off of the news, it looked like it was just an upgrade, but when I dug into it deeper, I realized it's actually something that is completely different than what I expected, and actually way cooler. People don't understand what was actually released here, but I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I'm not sure if it's worth the hype, so I decided instead of doing a full formal video to live react to it with you guys as I'm kind of digging through the details of it. So G3. So at initial glance for me, this just feels like an upgrade to another video generation model, and to be honest, it's nothing that is super unexpected because when we see these releases of new video generation models, we expect that the quality is going to be better. We expect that it will be less glitchy between frames. We expect that the duration will be longer. So for me, it's not feeling like it's super groundbreaking. It just feels like it's an enhancement or an upgrade, but let's watch this video together.
What you're seeing are not games or videos. They're worlds. Each one of these is an interactive environment generated by Genie 3, a new frontier for world models.
Okay, that's interesting.
With Genie 3, you can use natural language to generate a variety of worlds and explore them interactively, all with a single text prompt.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. This is kind of cool. It's like you're kind of creating your own immersive video game.
Let's see what it's like to spend some time in a world. Genie 3 has real-time interactivity, meaning that the environment reacts to your movements and actions. You're not walking through a pre-built simulation. Everything you see here is being generated live as you explore it. And Genie 3 has world memory. That's why environments like this one stay consistent.
Okay, this is actually way cooler than I thought.
World memory even carries over into your actions.
It's really good that we can kind of dig into this.
For example, when I'm painting on this wall, my actions persist.
People's coverage of this definitely doesn't cover what it actually does.
I can look away and generate other parts of the world. But when I look back, the actions I took are still there. And Genie 3 enables promptable events, so you can add new events into your world on the fly. Something like another person or transportation. Or even something totally unexpected. You can use Genie to explore real-world physics and movement, and all kinds of unique environments. You can generate worlds with distinct geographies, historical settings, fictional environments, and even other characters. We're excited to see how Genie 3 can be used for next-generation gaming and entertainment. And that's just the beginning. Worlds can help with embodied research, training robotic agents before working in the real world, or simulating dangerous scenarios for disaster preparedness and emergency training. World models can open new pathways for learning, agriculture, manufacturing, and more. We're excited to see how Genie 3's world simulation can benefit research around the world.
Okay. Well, I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting that because based off of all of the coverage I'm seeing all over LinkedIn and all over YouTube and whatever else, it just made it seem like it was another video generation model. So that's why I wasn't really that impressed. But this is completely different. This is like live generation of AR and VR environments. It's kind of giving Ready Player One vibes a bit, but this is actually pretty incredible. So look, I was not expecting that. Everyone just made it seem like they were releasing another video generation model, and I wasn't that impressed, but this is completely different. This is live rendering for AR and VR environments. It's like giving Ready Player One type vibes. Super cool from a technical perspective. The skeptic in me is like, oh my God, they're gonna use this to try to just like sit people into their living rooms and make them feel like they're traveling the world even though they're not, in order to help their carbon footprint. Who really knows? But really actually super impressed with this. Now I'm starting to understand why everybody was freaking out. But I also do really think that people don't understand what was actually released here, because I didn't understand what was released here from all of the posts that people made. All right, let's kind of look at this in a little bit more detail. So at Google DeepMind, we have been pioneering research in simulated environments for over a decade, from trained agents to mastering real-time strategy games and developing simulated environments for open-ended learning in robotics. This work motivated our development of world models, which are AI systems that can use their understanding of the world to simulate aspects of it, enabling agents to predict both how an environment will evolve and how their actions will affect it. Hate that word, agents, such a buzzword, but regardless, this is pretty cool tech. World models are also a key stepping stone on the path to AGI, since they make it possible to train AI agents in an unlimited curriculum of rich simulation environments. Okay, that's probably somewhat true, but a little kind of hyped. Genie 3 is our first world model to allow interaction in real time, while also improving consistency and realism compared to Genie 2. So yeah, that was a huge jump. So let's look at the specs here compared to Game and Genie 2, VO, and Genie 3. So I think everyone really knows VO and VO 3, and they saw VO 3 come out a couple months ago, and it looked hyper realistic. Like the humans were talking, they had emotion in their voice, they looked really real. So that was already a big jump for Google. Comparing it to Genie 3, the resolution. So VO actually has higher resolution, so it can go from 720p to 4K. Genie 3 is limited to 720p, but it looked pretty good to me. Domain, it says general, although I kind of feel like this is game specific a little bit, or 3D environment. Like I feel like, I'm not sure if I disagree with that domain categorization, but I understand that they're trying to make it more broad for more use types. Control, VO2, video level description versus navigation, promptable world events. So I think what's probably really cool about that, and I haven't used Genie 3, I can't get access to it. Most people do not have access to it. So keep in mind that this could be a very tailored, fantastic demo that would kind of splice together to show you the best parts of Genie 3. As somebody that's worked in tech, I've done that. Everyone's done it. Actually, there was a scandal by Google like a year ago where they had done all of these demos of live camera environments and they were all faked. So let's keep that in mind here. But what I think Genie 3 is doing is while you're navigating this world, you're able to add components directly to it. It's able to retain information about the state around you. Versus VO3 is like a video level description, meaning that you are prompting it kind of once. And then you might be prompting it to try to tweak it, but it's likely that the context is going to be lost very quickly. And that just kind of happens with video generation models in general. Okay, capabilities. The followings are recordings of real-time interaction. So we kind of saw a little bit of this in the demo. So I'm not going to go through this again. I feel like we know that we are in like a video game or some sort of simulation, but I don't necessarily feel like that's a bad thing yet. Like this 100% to me feels like it's maybe from Finding Nemo, for example. Like, you know, it's kind of an animation, but still cool to experience. Oh, that's cute. Look at the little. See, now I feel like I'm gonna like play a little game on my TV with the controllers that I don't know how to use very well. Like, I feel like I could navigate this game. I'm really bad at playing games with controllers because I don't know why, like the sticks just really throw me off, but I could play this game, I feel like. Super. Prompt is a vibrant 3D style and adorable fluffy creature bounding across a vibrant rainbow bridge in a fantastic landscape. So cute, oh my gosh. Now, I just said that I feel like this can be used in a context that could be sinister. It's at least what a lot of people are saying in terms of conspiracy theorists, of course, that as the world tries to reduce its carbon footprint, that we're going to be pushed to experience the world through simulated environments rather than visiting the real thing. So instead of actually going to Thailand, for example, I would experience Thailand through interacting with it through an AR, VR headset or something like that. Oh God, my brain just went somewhere, but this section would also be very good for like AI porn. Please, guys, don't use it for that reason. But again, I've been to Venice. I feel like this is a video game. It's a really good video game, but like, I know it's AI kind of thing. But I want to give a note about consistency here. So we kind of saw the demo about the person painting the wall and it remembering the context of where it painted the wall before and the lines that were painted. Believe it or not, that is actually something that is very hard to do in terms of a system in general, to remember its context. So while this kind of seems like, oh, we should already have this right here is actually a really big step forward. Like, and then here I'm looking at something that kind of looks like Iceland or the Scottish Highlands a little bit. I know this isn't drone footage, right? It looks like this doesn't look realistic to me at all, but it's kind of cool that it's able to retain this spatial awareness throughout the frames. Okay, and here's again another example of them kind of going for the video game vibe. All right, so that is the end of their page kind of highlighting Genie 3. My thoughts really are this is actually way cooler than the media gave it credit for. I don't see it being used for many more circumstances right now other than video games or AR and VR headsets. It's probably what it's meant for in general. And they classified it as a general purpose model, and I don't see that. I do see it more being a simulated environment type situation. But I don't feel like we've seen anything like this yet, to be honest. I feel like this is the first of its kind. So what do you think? Do you guys feel like Genie 3 is actually special? Do you feel like it's kind of just doing the same old, same old? I would really like to know what you think. And if you think that I even really need to do a full video on this, I feel like I covered it pretty decently. There's not much more to kind of cover other than the fact that there's a really cool demo page, and I hope it's working like they are saying it's working, but who really knows?